Minya mamma was no more car, and Amicas Yankopon, Unshila. Sene a day, Kenya, with his search and we are Mr. So subscribe to Agenda TV Ghana. And the trouble our Ghana Mahadia, Ubenya be Afin when you been so 80. Yan papa, your friend is say Musa Dankwa, our da Global Info Analytics, ano. Obabedin komobi e dia fa NPP political party no eho. Na nasam nyina all can e say NPP should forget about 2028 and even 2032 elections no because the kind of damage NDC akoso NPC say NPP say ya no edi say 2028 NPP betimi anwene power yebekwa kohwe ni video no na yetie ni nsem a all kan na ansa na yebekwa ni video no so no yenhwe ye bla bia ono so ye Ghana ne watu kwan a okọ Australia na wakọ kodu airport na ya che no say inubone ehye ne nipaduam yenko na yenko sa video no emra na mfa bi enye afuto si nyakwanya se yetu kwan a etimi ahwe ye ho so yie yenhwe ye brother no video no emra ye ba yebekọ Musa Dankwa video no so na ansa na yebekọ Mesro so subscribe to Agenda TV Ghana yenhwe video no emra medawas.
If he hasn't got anything strapped around that groin of his, I reckon it could be in him.
Grace the Labrador is a customs officer, trained to sit when she detects drugs.
Nelson, if that dog showed a positive reaction to you, sat down right next to you, just going to ask you, are you carrying anything around your groin? Are you carrying anything on your body?
Am I carrying? No.
No? Not carrying anything illegal around your body at all?
No.
Have you swallowed any drugs?
No.
Have you stuffed any drugs inside you?
You've seen the way the dog's reacted to you,
Right.
which may indicate you have narcotics concealed on your body.
Well, the dog may have responded to leakage, which as he's inserted it, they have to clench to keep it concealed inside their bodies.
We just want to give you a pat down, just a frisk.
The other thing is if he's a user and he's been sweating, it's going to come out through the crotch, primarily where the pores are the most, so the sweat.
He said he hasn't been near any narcotics, so I've decided to test something that only he's touched, which is his toothbrush. He says no one else has been near his toothbrush, so I reckon hopefully we might get some sort of a positive reaction to cocaine here.
I could have taken my clothes off. What is it?
With Nelson maintaining his innocence, the toothbrush test comes in.
Got a nice high reading for cocaine again. So he's the only person that's near his toothbrush, he's the only person that's touched it.
He's not wearing underwear, he's not
wearing underwear?
No, there's nothing.
Not only has he been near cocaine, but he's been near it quite recently.
But they still don't know if he is simply a drug user or a smuggler.
Hang on. Get the sole out. Just pull that out.
With no drugs in Nelson's bags or clothes, there's just one more place to search.
I'm basically concerned he's either swallowed some coke or he stuffed it up his ass, basically. So
I had a good feel anyway, he's not wearing undies or nothing else.
is he flexing at all with him?
His ass,
Yeah, well,
I couldn't go up that
take
far.
him into the room, mate. We'll pack him up.
I just spoke to my supervisor. What we're going to do is we're just going to take you to an interview room. There's a few more questions, obviously, I'd like to ask you, as I said to you before. And we'll go from there, all right?
Just as well. At present, we're assessing a gentleman for an internal examination, which is ultrasound at a hospital.
Behind closed doors, Nelson has suddenly become a lot less cooperative.
You don't seem like a bad guy. You've done everything I've asked you, and I've responded well back to you.
Right. I do respect that.
Right? But suddenly, when it comes to the end, you don't want to finish it. I think it's frustrating when the person keeps denying that he's got something. You really do basically get the shits with it, I suppose, because you think he's telling me a lie, and he just keeps sticking with it. You think something different, and in this case we do. We think he's loaded. We think he's got something inside him, but yet he's still saying no, I don't. Basically, right now, as the person's refused consent for an internal search.
He's trying to play the system, thinking that we'll just go give up. Doesn't happen that way.
I think right now he's looking for an out clause that he can get away with. There's not, and there won't be. The federal police are in there now but he's just making it worse for himself the longer he goes on. I've never had a person refuse to sign and not have anything. It doesn't rub right.
Minya, ya na imu ya. Se obebo utrimu po na se wadwimu po se utu kwan. Na wakope de wone obusua ebedie. Na umfa adwim fan enko. Na obeye wadwin se wodi nubone ebehye wo ho. Ye brode ogina ho nyina omo ebisa nsem no. Wo hwe ni facial expression kura na before say ombe detect that ade no. Na utimi ewu se wakomiti bibi. Na abrofo no so sesi a omo ye wa the kind of technology omo use no. So why wadwen se obetu kwan na obefa saa kwan no eso a to hofo because se obetu kwan na ya chew na wakoda prison. Enie se wotena Ghana hakura na sebe udi wo hia anka mfaso ebebaso itiemfa bi entu ye hofo afi yenkoyen papa Musa Dankwa na asem na ababeka edi afa NPP political party no eho no eso na asem na all no ni nyina ene se wo hwe the kind of damage NDC akoso NPP sesi ya na ebeye din say 2028 elections no matter the candidate being it Canada Japan or Baumia no ebeye din say NPP ebetumi awmene 2028 elections no man hwe ye kura 2032 so abobetumi alusu me ma bekasa enye tinti yenko na yenkotie ne nsem a okan ye ko ba yebeto aso e de afiwo medawase.
MPP has been bruised so much that it will require more than 2 election cycles.
That one I'll challenge you on it.
No, you can challenge me. That's why I'm unconventional.
NDC
I am
was,
unconventional.
Yes, I get it. NDC was so heavily bruised in 2016. John Mahama is still today punishing some of the people based on the crisis they had post the election.
Look. Let's look at where MPP lost in the last election. That's how you see that they have a problem.
Their home base.
Yes.
But it's because they didn't vote.
Who told you?
But that's a other figure show.
Which figures?
The 2020 voters register, the number of voters,
forget about
percentage
that.
of turnout.
Forget about that. Over 20% of MPP voters didn't vote for Baumia, but for Mahama. 20%.
So 80% didn't vote. But 20% voted for Mahama.
Okay, the logic is that even if those who were at home didn't vote, if they had come out, the proportion will not change.
But Mahama added only 100,000.
From your figures. But who told you that those who voted for Ronaldo were MPP people? So you see, we have
no, I get that. But Mahama only added 100,000 over 4 years. MPP lost 1.8, 2 point something million.
I am telling you.
Unless we can trust the 2020 figures. But if we can trust the 2020 figures, it shows that John Mahama added 100,000.
There are people who are arguing about the 2020 figures.
Fair enough.
But let's look at it. If we said Mahama added only 100,000.
That's what the figures show, yeah.
And the same exit polls shows that 20% of MPP voters went for Mahama.
That's fine. That makes it worse because it means that Mahama's 100,000 had MPP people in it.
And also the 2 million, there were NDC people who didn't vote.
Why? NDC?
You think anybody was happy?
But if NDC is not happy, they'll vote for Mahama.
What was the turnout in voter regime?
It was lower than, I don't have the figures.
It's lower.
Yes, lower, yes. But they didn't vote for MPP either. They just didn't vote.
But those who sat at home, they didn't vote. So you see, the apathy, you can't say this MPP vote. It was general people who...
No, I'm talking about those in Ashanti and Eastern, that part.
It's still, I mean, look, if we have the figures, Ashanti, about 600,000 people didn't vote.
Based on the voters register.
Yeah, so they didn't vote. And then if you look at Eastern region, in fact, Eastern region didn't vote, but a lot of them who voted for Mahama.
So, including MPP people, you think?
Yeah. So look, their party was across.
Eastern region, Akufado's home region.
They nearly lost.
They were also angry with him.
Everybody.
How was the vote in Chebe itself for Kingsley? Did he increase?
I haven't checked Chebe. I haven't checked Chebe in particular. But I mean, they're not really unpopular in this region.
I guess it. That John Mahama will not be on the ballot in 2028. Does it change anything?
No.
I mean, for now, he will not be. We don't know what the constitutional processes will bring. But for now, we know he will not be.
Look, the crystal ball, from what I see, is that NDC will be led by young people.
No, the presidential candidates.
Yes.
Not as Edwin Ketia. Edwin Ketia we know is the is the undisputed presidential candidate of the party.
He's a massive figure, but he's somebody who loves data. If the numbers doesn't work for him, he won't stick his neck out.
Or you think that he will do his research?
Absolutely.
And if he comes back as a younger person,
Absolutely.
So MPP should prepare a younger person.
Well, they have their own problem.
Which is how to deal with the Baumia factor.
Absolutely.
And that's a big problem.
That's the biggest problem. Because if they don't deal with him very well, the North will gang up against MPP in the future.
So MPP is running into a catch-22 situation.
So, yeah, they have to be very careful.
If you take him this, if you don't take him that.
I think, look, if you ask me, for unless he himself says, I'm not going to go, I'm taking a
back seat,
then I think all will be well. But if he contests...
Oh, but he will contest.
And if he does contest, I think he will win.
Yeah, he will win. He will contest. I think
if he contests, he's most likely to win.
Yeah,
but with probably narrow margin. Worse than the last time.
But he will still be the candidate.
Yeah, I'm saying that. And then we come back to the general election, the same issues.
But he's young. So if he has a Omanebo Ama or some young person, and he's second time on the ballot, people will still reject him.
You have to be able to wipe out your sins that the party has accumulated before 2024. And whether NDC is able to steer the ship in the right direction to 2028. If they're able to stabilize it, I don't think MPP will come to power 2028.
So the only hope for MPP is that NDC runs a bad government.
Yes.
But John Mahama knows that if he runs a bad government, his party will lose election. He doesn't want to go back the way he went back the last time.
So it's up to them.
So it's up to him. It's going to be a big deal. Thank you, Musa Dankwa.
Musa Dankwa wakasa wachere na dwen na medie na asem na all kano. Meka say the baby ayi no kore because you say asem a adanse eni ho no. Itwa asem no ho bi na ye dia ye adanse. Wohwe sisi ya de ekoso ewo NPP political party no mu internal conflict no kura no is causing them a lot. And so want to me and to two or munuma ye na secondary Japan camp or my imagine say obe fight ba Umia camp na ba Umia camp so ayo imagine say obe fight Kennedy Japan camp and ye the Musa Dankwa air cano e be to me aba Musa because 2028 is just around the corner. Now we share the air course sisi ya ewo NPP political party no mu na ebe ye din na me amiti ebe ye me mama say omo ye omo internal elections ni na awie no motumi a solve conflict bi a ewo party no mu no motumi aye baako no mo akọ 2028 elections no nyame ene omoboafo ye de send ye Ghana ebedi ye no eno na ye nyina ye hwehwe se NDC ba na obetumi ye Ghana yi a fine NPP so ba na obetumi ye Ghana yi a fine but selfishness any greediness ena yempe ewo yen politics mu edi de Musa Dankwa so odi ababetu edwa edifa NPP political party no no eno no itminua mamefa wo AC ha na ansa ne yebekọ no meselo so wonya subscribe na like video we so emam me do Onyankopon so do hwe ho so yi me ne wo ebehie biem sesi ye de makra bye bye.